Okay, so I'm teacher candidate Gary O'Neill, and this is my mentor Maya Kim, and this is the post video lesson, second lesson, which is measuring Intasc standards 1, 2, and 3.
Yes.
Mm.
So what do you think went well with your lesson?
So I think the students were actively participating and developing their socio-emotional skills. I rearranged the desks, so I think that's improved the general level of collaboration amongst the students. That's a bit harder to manage them because they're a little bit chattier, especially during any breaks between actual teaching. But I think that's something that I can tolerate because in general, the energy in the room and the participation is a lot higher than it was. So it's definitely, the benefits are outweighing the small negatives. I can just tolerate a little bit of extra chat while I'm between any transitions between activities. I think the lesson was taught at an appropriate pace. There was a logical sequence of activities to meet the objectives of the lesson. I did the warm-up, the reminder from the last class about what nouns were. It was only their second time being introduced to nouns, so it was really a pretty new topic to them. So we went from warm-up, reminder from the previous day to the activity where they had to identify a noun and a non-noun, and then 2 sentence building activities. And then at the end, we did a good recap. I felt as though I was assessing that the majority of them got a good understanding of what a noun was, the name of a person, place, or a thing. Because before that, they didn't know what a noun was, and now they do, so objectives were met in that sense. Also, the students themselves were behaving very well. I thought they were putting their hands up for the most part. Again, I can tolerate a little bit of, they're going to do that, they're going to shout out their answer whenever it comes to their mind, and that's fine. But yeah, of course, whenever you just ask them to put their hands up, they do that accordingly, so I was happy with that. I feel as though they enjoyed when I was giving kind of like silly, ridiculous answers. They enjoyed that increased their engagement. And then of course, I did that for one activity, and then I became a little bit more serious and wanted them to figure out the question for themselves to see that they were actually learning that. When I was doing the sort of silly stuff, I could see that they were actually learning it when they were doing it by themselves. So I mean, grammar it's a hard but necessary element to teach. I think the students did well. I think I did a fairly good job of explaining it. Yeah, as I've already said, it's only their second time learning about nouns, so yeah, I think they did quite well.
Yeah, I think you did a good job too. But was there anything that you would try and do differently next time?
Yeah, so just aside from my teaching, the way that the camera was set up probably wasn't the best angle, especially
it was on the back side, right?
Yeah, it was at the back, and then it was low, so it got the attention of a couple of the students at the back, which was,
they were like waving at the camera.
Yeah. So if I could do that more discreetly, put it at a higher angle so that they're not aware of it at all. Also, those two students that were at the back, Ryan and Eunice, they're quite short, so I realized that and I'd seen there were times when they did have their hand up, but I didn't see it. I didn't notice it.
Right.
So I would put them at the front. I like to move the students, circulate them around anyway. But yeah, in the future I'll keep those sort of smaller students, smaller, quieter students closer to the front, so I can see and be more aware of when they put their hand up and things like that. Yeah, and also just as I am mixing the students around, I'm conscious of putting mixing the levels of ability, the
Mm.
smarter students and the
Students who need a little bit more
yeah,
help.
yeah, and that's like I was saying in the last session, it gives them an opportunity to help them, gives those other students an opportunity to learn from the others. So yeah, those are the things I would change or improve on next time.
That's good.
Yeah. So any suggestions that you have?
No, I actually liked it. Yeah, I would suggest on putting the camera on a different angle, definitely, because I did notice that the kids were actually like looking at the camera, they were raving at it, and I did notice that the boys, was it Daniel and Ryan and Eunice were at the back, right? So Eunice, I did see her having a little, I don't know, do they have she's a little bossy? Can she be a little, she can be a little bossy? Yeah?
I seen her, she was like looking at
Ryan. Oh,
yeah,
she had a
yeah.
little attitude against Ryan and Daniel a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe you could
Sort something out,
yeah.
No, I think she was staring at him because
yeah, like just giving her the eyes.
because he had the pencil sharpener, and she was just staring at him, waiting for her to get it back. So that's something I wasn't aware of until I watched it back on
so
the
maybe
camera.
like not have the pencil sharpener with the students on the desks, because it maybe gets their attention too much.
Distracts them a bit.
Distracts them.
For sure.
So, yeah, but it was good overall. Like, the kids were having fun. I could see them; they were very engaged with the lesson. Yeah, it's a good job.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you, Mr.
Thank
Gary.
you. Thank you.
Thank you.